Stitch. My name is Lindsay MacCharles and I'm one of the dietitians with Stoney Health Services and the Renfrew Stoney Health team. I am the pediatric dietitian, so this week during Nutrition Month we are focusing in on family nutrition. Family nutrition fits perfectly with the Good For You theme, as what's good for one family doesn't really necessarily fit another family, and we need to consider all of the factors that goes into play of what healthy is for families in the community. A dietitian works to meet the needs and the goals of the family, whether it's a busy family on the road and always on the go, or if it's a family with young children. There's lots of factors that come into play. So one of the things that we do recommend that's consistent for most families is the feeding relationship. The feeding relationship defines what is the parent's responsibility versus what is the child's responsibility. So the parent's responsibility is to determine when meals are offered, so that's the routine with meals and snacks throughout the day, as well as where meals are offered. So that's whether it's on the road on the way to hockey practice, in front of the TV, maybe it's a family movie night, and also trying to fit in regular family meals where everyone's sitting down together around the dinner table. And finally, they get to determine what foods are offered. So this is a big one that often children try to pull some of the responsibility into their plate and get to decide what is offered. But at the end of the day, it is best that the parent chooses what they're serving at meals and that they don't become a restaurant catering to each of their child's preferences. Now, switching over to the child's responsibility, the child is responsible for how much they eat. So based on what is served, they may decide that they only want to eat 2 bites of broccoli, and that's okay. The other thing is that the child gets to determine if they eat or not. So if they're displeased with what you've offered at a meal, that is okay, and that is helpful in determining that relationship and putting the power back in the parent to decide what foods are offered. The child will eat, and you may want to offer more preferred food at the following meal or snack to make sure the child's still getting their nutrition in. If you have any more questions about the feeding relationship or want to talk more about how this might work for your family and giving the power back to the parent and not becoming a restaurant within the home, I'd be happy to talk to you. Or if you have any general questions about food or nutrition, I'd love to connect. Ishnish.